the presidential race is not the only closely watched contest in the Keystone State this year. There is also a fierce battle going on for one of Pennsylvania's Senate seats. Incumbent Democrat Bob Casey is facing a challenge from Republican Dave McCormick. NBC 10's political reporter Lauren Mayk is live in Ben Salem, Bucks County, with more on that. Lauren?
Well, Johnny, you just mentioned Vice President Harris's speech in Pittsburgh. She has been talking about the economy. That has been a big issue in the presidential race. And in the Senate race, there have been a barrage of ads on inflation, on prices, on the economy. And both candidates for the job in the Senate race are talking about it, but just with different messages.
This economic mismanagement, this failure of imagination is crushing Pennsylvanians, and we have to stop it.
Republican Senate candidate Dave McCormick in a Ben Salem market to talk about prices and the Democrats he's blaming in a Senate race where cost has been a key campaign issue.
And I promise you, God forbid Kamala Harris wins the presidency and Bob Casey stays in office, it is only going to get worse.
McCormick today appearing in Bucks County with Arkansas Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
The future of our country literally depends on what happens here, which means we got to get Dave McCormick in the U.S. Senate.
It comes days after his opponent, incumbent Democratic Senator Bob Casey, got some campaign support from Senator Elizabeth Warren in Montgomery County, focusing on what he calls greedflation.
You see it with all kinds of food and grocery stores, people paying more. And these big corporations are laughing all the way to the bank.
The Senate campaign is one of the most closely watched in the country. Today, Democrats gathering in Philly.
We're here to talk about Lion Dave McCormick.
In Pittsburgh, Vice President Kamala Harris making her pitch on the economy.
I believe we need to grow our middle class and make sure our economy works for everyone.
Former President Trump was in Westmoreland County earlier this week. I asked McCormick about Trump's plans for tariffs on goods. Are you supportive of the tariffs that former President Trump has been discussing?
Yeah, I'm supportive of using tariffs in a smart way to make sure we have reciprocal trade. The most important word to me is reciprocal. It's got to be fair.
And McCormick specifically pointing to tariffs on steel as ones that he said are smart and ones that former President Trump put in place during his administration. Now, Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, a Republican, this week was critical of tariffs, saying that they raise prices for American consumers. I specifically asked McCormick about that today. He said right now prices are being raised by unfair trade practices by other countries. Live in Ben Salem, I'm Lauren Mayk, NBC 10 News.
All right. Thank you, Lauren. Appreciate it.
And for more on the 2024 race, be sure to subscribe to Lauren Make's Battleground Politics podcast. In the latest episode, you can hear Lauren's full interview with Republican Vice Presidential nominee J.D. Vance. It is a conversation that got national attention. Find new episodes wherever you stream your content.